Is this thing on? Hey friends, and welcome to another episode of The Jace Perspective. I am your host, Terrible Ass Jace. And please keep in mind that we are here to have fun, no more, no less. If we agree, great. And if we don't, then we don't. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's topic.
Whoever said that should just be beaten to death. Happy wife, happy life. Like, if I hear one more person give that advice to somebody, I have to tell you, that is just the most ridiculous. What does that even mean? Happy wife, happy life.
If she's happy, then I'm happy. Because
is that true?
I think it's used by men who believe that their wife is always unhappy. So if she's not shouting at me and I can just sit here and watch the football, then all is well.
Boy, is that something to aspire to, you know? Man, I can't wait, for someday for my kids to just sit there while the person in the other room is just mildly dissatisfied with them, and they can just sit and watch, the football game. Really? That's what we're aspiring to? That's what you hope for? Like, I gotta tell you, I think our goals are really misaligned. My greatest accomplishment in life is my children. Really? That's your greatest accomplishment in life, is your children. Let me ask you this. What will your children's greatest accomplishment in life be? Having children? Because guess what? This is the ideology of a cancer cell. Growth for the sake of growth, for the sake of growth, for the sake of growth. Reproduction for the sake of reproduction. I don't think that's the highest, noblest goal. I think there should be something in there about quality of life, about making the world or the experience of others better. Like, again, it's not for me to define, but intelligence is hard to define, but I can spot stupid a mile away. Happy wife.
Let's talk about it. I could not agree more with the person who said this, who came up with this being beaten to death. Absolutely. Okay. Because this is by all means a horrible piece of advice. And just to let y'all know that I do have some skin in the game, in case y'all are not familiar, in case you're new here, I am a wife of almost 20 years. So I definitely got some skin in the game with this particular topic, okay? So the saying, happy wife, happy life, is one of the most toxic and codependent sayings to have ever been made, to have ever been said and created, okay? When you say happy wife, happy life, for me, this is an implication that it's the man's responsibility to make the woman happy by any means necessary, i.e. avoiding conflict, and it implies that only the woman's happiness matters and not the man, okay? And that is the farthest thing from the truth, okay? This is basically saying that only the man should make the woman happy and not herself, and that is not fair to the man, because this is putting way too much responsibility on his head. All that responsibility to carry two people and their big age emotions, that is way too much responsibility to put on anybody, okay? So basically, you're essentially saying that the man not only has to keep himself afloat emotionally and physically, he has to keep the woman afloat too. Well, shit. I mean, on top of keeping himself sane and together and happy, he has to keep the woman happy too. That is insanity and very unfair to even try to put that on somebody, okay? Now, before the gangster fingers start to clicking and clacking, because we know what happens when, the people that watch these commentaries, they decide they don't like something that somebody say, they like to tap it, girl, no you didn't, and shut up and all of that stuff. But anyway, so before the fingers get to going, I want you to pause for a minute, okay? And I want you to put your little hearts away. I want you to put away the emotion, and I want us to pull out the logical caps. Put on your logical hat, okay? And think logically here. What's basically being said is that it is solely or only the man's responsibility to make the woman happy. So what you're saying, what you're telling me, is that there isn't supposed to be mutual happiness and equal contribution to make a successful marriage. That is exactly what happy wife, happy life is implying, okay? Basically, it's mandatory that the wife is happy. But if the husband ain't happy, then tough shit, okay? Because if Miss Thing ain't happy, baby, then nobody is happy. Am I right? The audacitiness of all of it, okay? And that's exactly what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that the husband be damned. It is just all about the wife, okay? That is it. That is all. So with happy wife, happy life, think about it, okay? There is no balance because this implies that it's the husband that should prioritize his wife's happiness to ensure a peaceful life at home. One partner's happiness is crucial while the other's isn't. Fuck his shit. Put that shit in the trash. It does not matter. That is basically what is being said, okay? And there are women out here that no matter what the man does, she is unhappy, she is complaining, she is nagging, she's bitching, she's moaning, she's angry, she's pouting. Oh my God, nothing can make her happy. And she's everything. She is pouting and mad and nagging and bitching, moaning, complaining and crying about everything. Nothing can satiate this woman. Nothing can satisfy. Okay. And then when the man says, babe, what's wrong? And then the woman be like, oh, nothing. When something is wrong, it's like, I have been there a few times. I have done it where I've done, what's wrong, babe? Nothing. But guess what? That's fine. That's okay. Because I was the one to fix the issue. And I was the one that got myself together. And I'm good again. I didn't need my husband to soothe me. I can self-soothe. And I did not give him a problem. It was not a conflict. It was not War of the Roses. If you have not seen that movie, go watch it. That is perfect example of tension in the house. Okay? Men are not robots. Oh, who knew? Stick a key in their back. Wind them up. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, honey. My feelings mean nothing. What can I do next for you? The robot. Okay, that's a fallacy. That saying is a fallacy. It's false and it is destructive. It's a false narrative and it is a destructive saying. The whole thing. Throw it away in the trash. Just toss it in this dumpster fire. Okay, dumpster juice. Okay, so what do you mean it's up to the man to keep the woman happy? That is a conundrum, meaning that that's a difficult problem to solve because it's not for a man to know what to do to keep a woman happy at all times. It just ain't. Newsflash to all of you who think that. It is up to the woman. Ooh, dun dun dun, and the plot thickens. Men are people as well, and their needs matter also. Oh, what? What, Jace, bitch? No, you ain't say that. Surprise, surprise. Because, someone that came up, I don't know which I was smoking, okay? But now, if it is within reason that a man can do certain things to keep his wife smiling, great. That is a beautiful thing, okay? We love to see it. We love to see that the man does his part to keep his wife happy and puts a smile on her face. Absolutely, okay? But someone literally does not know everything that it takes to make you as a person happy. You are the only one that knows that. You're the only one that does know what makes you happy. You know what makes you happy, so keep yourself that way, okay? For example, if something is bothering me, that is out of my husband's hands to figure out and to fix, and it's making me upset, I will be the one to fix the problem. It is not his responsibility. Babe, you go and you do your thing. You take care of whatever you got to take care of, and I'm going to handle Jace. I'm going to gather Jace together, okay? Now, I want to touch on where the gentleman says the saying is used by men who believe that their wife is always unhappy. So if she is not shouting at me and I can just sit here and enjoy myself, then all is well. That is very deep. Okay. Again, the man cannot and is not making the happy the wife happy per se, right? So when you do something just to shut someone up, you're pacifying and placating them. You're not fixing the problem. And then guess what happens? They shout and complain at you some more a short time later. This is big facts. A Band-Aid is a temporary fix, and that's what happens when you placate and pacify somebody, okay? To placate and pacify does not equal happiness. It equals a toxic and volatile situation. Again, like I said, it is a temporary fix, okay? And now let's touch on the kids. Let's talk about the kids as well, okay? Kids are sponges. Kids are not slow by any means. They are very aware when there's tension and dissatisfaction in the family home between mom and dad. Believe me. Okay? And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. When you stay in a marriage that is toxic and volatile and dysfunctional, and not only marriage, you stay in these long-term relationships and they are like this, you are screwing your kids over on knowing what real peace of mind looks like. You want to give somebody the best gift in the world, give them peace of mind, including your children. It's the best thing that you can give them, and it is the best thing that you can do for them, okay? And if they don't see that, they're going to continue. They don't see the positivity, okay? They're going to continue to keep They're going to continue, your kids are going to continue keeping negative energy and unhappiness alive in their relationships when they get older and they have their marriages and long-term relationships because they saw dad and mom doing this exact same thing. So that's normal for them. Okay. And then what's going to happen? They will expect the children. They will expect the husband to keep the wife happy while she, the wife, keeps the husband's dick in a mason jar and a dog leash and collar around his neck. And why is that? Because that was their norm, because they grew up around that. Okay. The goal isn't to keep someone else happy. The goal is to live in peace with two adults who can self-soothe on their own and raise reasonably solid kids who turn into reasonably solid adults. Reproduction for the sake of reproduction sounds horrible as hell to me. We just having babies just to have them. We don't want to raise them into good people. We don't want to raise them into people that got good common sense. We just want to put some babies on this planet because that's what somebody told us we had to do. Right? So when you marry and have children, the goal and accomplishment is to flourish together, having an amazing quality of life together, support one another as partners 100% of the time, laugh together, okay? And when there is a fight, you communicate and you get yourself together. You gather yourself up. Not the husband gathering the wife up and making her feel better and vice versa, okay? Now, it's not up to your partner to pat you on the ass and say, what can I do by myself to make you feel all better? And the craziest part is society has made women very toxic. Has made many women, I'm not going to say all, but society has made many women very toxic in this regard, okay? The wife wants a bigger home. Oh boy, you better go out there and work a lot harder, pal. Okay. Better, faster car. Oh, well, you better go get you 2 or 3 more jobs, mister. What did you think this was? Okay. And then she wants all your extra time and attention. Oh, well, listen, I guess you better tell your friends to fuck off for her sake. No friends for you, mister. No friends for you, pal. No friends for you. Okay. So with this type of thinking, that it's everyone else's responsibility to take care of me, how I feel, etc. Me. It's giving entitled and mentally crippled ladies, okay? It is. Ladies and wives, get up off your collective asses and learn how to make yourself happy, because it is not your husband's responsibility. If there's a conflict, it is not just solely for him to figure it out and make it better. You need to open up your mouth, talk back, have a communication with him. And then once y'all communicate and it's said whatever is said, then you turn around and you go have a come to Jesus moment and you gather yourself. It is not up for the husband to figure out every damn thing, pay the bills, carry the household, and avoid conflict all the time. No. Men are not doormats and peons. A healthy relationship should be both partners having happy experiences, and it's not about your happiness over his. Sorry to tell you, don't shoot the messenger. And just like that, I'm gone. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.